Story number 2. This is our neighborhood AI watch, and Meta is putting characters to work. AI chatbots in live action form with your favorite celebrities, Snoop Dogg and a bunch of others. This is getting weird. So basically, Meta has been doing AI for a while now. Everybody's hearing about OpenAI, ChatGPT, but Meta's been actually on the scene doing AI for quite a bit. And now they're like, hold up, let's jump back in the news. How are we going to do this? We're going to hire some creators. Let's say Snoop Dogg. Let's say, oh, what happened to the list? I don't have the list anymore ahead of me, but
Tom Brady was on there,
Tom Brady. Yeah. There are quite a few. Naomi Osaka. They've got quite a few people they're making these characters out of and having them basically filmed for about 6 hours. And you get the camera view from a couple different sides. You get them speaking different lines, their mouth moving, their head moving in different ways. And you create an AI avatar that you can interact with. And it speaks in their, not it speaks definitely in their tone and with their mannerisms. And so, yeah, now we have this chatbot with Snoop Dogg, Tom Brady, Naomi Osaka, all these characters, and you can just talk to their live action AI people. So, yeah, this is literally selling your persona, selling your soul to Meta so it can just go chat. I haven't tried this out yet, but I don't know what this means, but this is definitely something to watch, right?
Absolutely. We talked about this with James Earl Jones, right? Wow, that was like maybe several months ago when he signed away, hey, you can use my voice in Darth Vader till eternity, right? Sure as the state's getting some guap for that. And then we talked about the actor that reads the Harry Potter books, right?
Yeah,
And the
Stephen
audio and
Fry.
how they've been stealing his book. Yeah, Stephen Fry, they're stealing his voice. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a big thing. And that's we'll talk about later with the actor strike, but I think this is something that's gonna be more and more important, like your digital image and likeness. Who has rights to that? Um, into all perpetuity, all to the end of time. And so it's you pay me 5 million now, but you might make $1 trillion off my image in the year 2050. And so this is something I think a lot of lawyers need to really think through when they put these things together. Because yeah, we're gonna see a lot of these celebrities gonna want to try to take advantage of this opportunity and make some money here. But yeah, man, it's scary time, but it's definitely something that more folks are gonna start doing more of.
Yeah, and that was on the consensual AI side where they went into a studio, got paid 5 million for 6 hours of work, which says a lot on its own how important this stuff is. But we also have a AI Steve Harvey sweeping the internet. I don't know what this means, but yeah, AI Steve Harvey is doing his thing.
Yeah, man, it's a meme. So sure, why not? Do some interesting things to get people excited.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is happening on your side, but I'm getting a little choppiness here.
Yeah, same here, Mr. Benja. So we got some choppiness going on here, our technology here. So give it a second here. But I can hear you, so that's important. We can still do the podcast. I can hear you, right? Can you still hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Yeah. So I think it's recording locally, so that's a good thing. So we just gotta wait for it to catch up from that standpoint. But yeah, man, I saw this meme of Steve Harvey popping around, and I thought that was just hilarious. I generated images of Steve Harvey being chased by um, robots, monsters, things like that. And so it's one of those things that I think we're going to see some of these memes pop up. Probably more and more so. The scary part is that a lot of this stuff we saw that with the Pope and then with Trump, right? People thought it was real. And so I think we might start seeing more of that. So that might be one of those things that's going to get a little scary, right? When people start to make fake images that are memes, people think are real. And so this,
Well, just last time we talked about AI Tom Hanks selling dental insurance.
there it is. There it is. Yeah. So anyway, so like I said, I don't have too much to comment on that. It's just that's the world we live in, and that's why we do AI watch.
It's worth bringing up. And you know what? I don't know why we didn't connect it before, but AI images of Axios just released a report saying, listen, people cannot tell what's real and what's not. It used to be like pictures or it didn't happen, but now it's, yo, we've been putting pictures in front of people. And unless you're trained for this, you can't tell. And a lot of people just see news articles that are written, they see pictures and they're like, yeah, that's the real thing. And we were just talking about what's going on on the war front. Imagine how much bad information is getting put out there on outlets that, like, we can go to the New York Times and say, okay, that image, we can trust New York Times or Washington Post, or even some other institutions. We like, okay, they're a major institution. At least we know that image is solid, because if it's not, people are going to throw rocks at them and they're going to have to do a retraction. That happens, but at least be sure that someone didn't sit behind a computer and say, let me make an AI image of Obama and Donald Trump in a hot tub together.
I would pay to watch. I would pay to see.
I would not.
What's going to be scary when these images start becoming moving pictures? The deep fakes, that's one thing, but they can create this whole cloth of images. They're starting to do that. I know you saw some of the ones that look like a Wes Anderson kind of movie where the head is moving a little bit, a little blinks, but eventually they're gonna have people interacting, doing stuff. Yeah, man, Miss AI Watch, man. And I saw this on the Bill Maher. I forgot the guy's name, Tristan something. He talked about he was a guy in Silicon Valley, worked for Facebook and all these guys, and said that the problems of social media and how it basically hijacks our attention. And so now we're a different society because of social media. He said the reason why is because the original intent for social media was to hijack our attention, right? They had to do what the lowest common denominator to make sure you pay attention so you stay on the platforms longer. So that was the original intent of social media. He said the original intent of AI now is to see how fast you can create the next version of AI, and even using AI to improve upon the code of the original AI, right? So
Yeah.
you can actually now in real time take the code from the AI and improve that code to make the next version of AI even better. And this is a mad rush. And so we're just doing stuff now. So the intention of AI is to improve as fast as possible. But then are we even thinking about the consequences? Are we just giving a lip service, right, to what's going to happen? And he made a good point. So I'll leave this with this, but he said, we have Paleolithic brains dealing with medieval institutions with 21st century technology.
Yeah.
Our
That's
brains can't comprehend exponential growth. We don't understand statistics. And that's why it's hard for us to gauge how things are really working. And so when you see AI, we don't know it's exponential. So yes, it's been a year, but you know what? That growth in AI has been phenomenal in that year. And then who knows what's going to happen next
yeah. We're thinking about how long it takes us to draw hands. We're not thinking about how long it's going to take AI to draw hands. Yeah. And for another evil stat, since the release of GitHub's Copilot, we found that 30 to 40% of all code on GitHub now has been written with AI assistance. That's the code repository where people go and they learn where to, okay, this code can do this and this. But yeah, if you're taking that out to 5 years, the GitHub CEO says that 5 years, 80% of the code there will be written by AI.
There you go. There you go. And man, I'm going to get this guy's name, but he has some great points. He said, think about a gallon of oil, right? The energy in a gallon of oil can replace, like, say, 200 people, right? Because the energy can produce and stuff like that. AI is very similar. AI, it could take the intelligence of a semi-smart person
Mhm.
and emulate hundreds of smart interns or smart, intelligent beings to do your dirty work. Literally, I found some prompts where you can actually create AI prompt where it acts and talks like a human being.
Yes.
So it's almost like you create one prompt and then now it's going to ask you questions and it prompts you to help it answer your question better. You're like, wait a minute, it's prompting me.
Yeah. That's wild. All right. And we'll definitely keep a watch on the AI, but let's
Yeah, we're
jump in.
watching, man. Hey guys, we're watching for you. we on that fence. You want me on that wall. You need me on that. We got, but maybe that should be our meme. What else we got there?